What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Rich, back to bring your MLB props for Thursday, August 11th. Yesterday, we had Nolan Arenado and Aaron Judge both hit home runs in their respective games, and then I also talked about a Miguel Cabrera under. He did not play, so still a clean sweep as far as I'm concerned. Pretty good day overall. You guys should have made some money, but let's dive into the slate today. It's a little bit shorter, not as many games, not as many plays, and I'm not really loving so much what I'm seeing, but at the top, you see Nolan Arenado up against German Marquez. It's not the best matchup for Arenado. You know, obviously, they were teammates for a long time in Colorado. He's 1 for 6 with a home run against Marquez, so decent matchup there, but Arenado has been really hot, so I'm willing to play him again. You know, he's gone over both games this series, so I'd be willing to play him at 8.5 again today. Then you get into Rhys Hoskins, who's up against Edward Cabrera. Cabrera is a bit of a lightning rod. He can get a lot of strikeouts, but he can also allow some runs, and the way Rhys has been playing, I don't mind playing him. Kyle Schwarber, same matchup, same game, same environment, all these things. Another guy who could definitely go over. Both guys only at 6.5, very reasonable as far as I'm concerned. But the guy I'm targeting is actually Ryan Mountcastle. He's up against Josh Winkowski. The Baltimore Orioles got rained out yesterday. They're in Boston today. But at only 6.5, I think he's got a really good shot. You know, Winkowski has not been playing very well so far this season. And I do think there's a good chance that they can go over in this one. Baltimore's been able to put up runs on a lot of teams. And I think that's not going to be a concern today either. With Winkowski on the hill, the way the Boston's bullpen has been playing, I think there's a lot of room for a massive over for everyone on Baltimore, honestly. They all have a lot of high totals. Mountcastle hasn't been playing the best, but I think there's a world where he breaks out of his slump in this matchup. I believe he's hitting somewhere like 333 against the Boston Red Sox this season, so that's very encouraging. And then MJ Melendez, a guy who actually homered last night, up against Dylan Cease, though, so I will not be playing him today. And then, of course, Miguel Cabrera for another under. If it was me and my money, I'd be placing bets with Nolan Arenado and Ryan Mountcastle as my 2-pick power play. I think that's probably the best play on the slate. Again, if you want to throw in a Miguel Cabrera under against Zach Plesac, I think there's a world where that makes sense. Again, I'm not all in on these plays. I think that it's a little bit of a difficult slate as far as I'm concerned right now. I see Arenado and he sticks out again. Not the best matchup like you see with the BVP over there. 1 for 6 against Marquez. But again, if it was me, I'd be just leaning into Arenado. I'd be leaning into Mountcastle. If you want to mix in Schwarber or Hoskins, I don't mind it in more of a flex play because I think one of them will definitely go over. I don't know if both of them go over, but that's just kind of where I see it right now. I think Arenado is a clear play again. Like I mentioned, gone over both games in Coors, 8 of 10. You know, went over again last night, home run, double, RBI. Like he's doing a lot right now and coming back to Coors, playing very, very well. On top of that, I think that there's a world where maybe Paul Goldschmidt goes over as well. He's at 8.5 today, and he's got a really good history against German Marquez. He's like 368 with 4 home runs. So there is a lot of history there, you know, being in Arizona for a long time up against Marquez in Colorado. So I do think there's a good shot for St. Louis to have a really good game today. That's why I'm leaning into Arenado. If you want to play Goldschmidt, I don't hate it, but I also do like Mountcastle, and then Hoskins and Schwarber would be in consideration as well. But I think it's kind of a core play that I would play for sure. I'd probably play Arenado and Mountcastle. I think they're the 2 best matchups that I'm seeing on the slate today. And I also don't mind Zach Plesac over 4 strikeouts. On the books, he's 4.5. I think there's a world where you can get to 5. And obviously on PrizePicks, if you take 4, you do have a shot of still getting the push, so I don't mind that play either. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think that's what I'm leaning into, Arenado and Mountcastle. And like I said, if you want to put in a Schwarber or Hoskins slightly higher edge than Schwarber, but both are pretty good plays, very similar statistics overall. Hoskins probably has a bit of a higher RBI ceiling as far as I'm concerned, but both guys have home run pop. Both have been playing really, really well, so I don't mind that either. But for me, I think I'm leaning into Arenado and Mountcastle. If you want to throw in Hoskins or Schwarber, I don't mind it. And like I mentioned, Paul Goldschmidt is a potential candidate for an over. Not as high of a projection, not as high of an edge, but still looking good. And then Zach Plesac over 4 strikeouts is another one that I do like. So make sure to drop me a like and subscribe for future content. And as always, if you tail, give them hell, and if we fail, do not bail. I'll be back on Monday. I'm gonna be gone for the weekend, but good luck today and good luck over the weekend. I'll be back soon, and I'm out. Peace.